Black and orange, Isambard Performance Sodi, Brandon Carr, and the white and orange, Kart Republic. We're green, and down to turn number 1 we go. A good start for the first few rows. Good start looks like for most of the field. Little bit of a checkup there. That might have been Rojas on the Beer Alert or Taskin, and one of the two back down as Brandon Carr and Alan Isambard are side by side for the lead into turn number 6.
And that opens the door for Lucas Pernod to take second position away from Brandon Carr. It was just wheel-to-wheel contact and inches apart. Well, there was no inches apart, and Carr having to adjust his steering very, very quickly. Pernod capitalising, and now here comes Brandon Carr's another one of the HM propellant. Who is that in the Team Canada race? That is Saboran. Ludovic Saboran chasing Brandon Carr, and a little bit of a hand gestures between the two of them as Saboran goes, well, come on, get on with it. And Brandon's like, I'm trying. It's the best that Alan Isambard could have hoped for, and there is the move. Is that Mustache Mountain himself? Yes, it is. Matt Haskinen.
How about the drive back forward already for Nicholas Ambiato after the carnage in the pre-final? He's knocking on the door of what looks to be 6th. Fellow Kart Republic and Ludovic Saboran. Here he goes. Deep on the brakes, little lock up, little sideways action. He'll take over another spot. That should move him safely into the 5th position.
Isambard, he took the pain and came out on top in the pre-final on older tyres than everybody else. Now he's got fresher boots. He is up the road. He's pulling away by half a second a lap at this point. He can actually not overuse them. You know, he can get away with winning this race, not running 100%. And Carr up into P2. Now he may have a problem, this Isambard, because Brandon Carr doesn't care how old his tyres are. If he's got the bit between his teeth, he is going forward. Only way he knows how to drive is Brandon Carr. Head down, rear end up, pedal like the devil.
What end up?
Rear end up.
Got it.
Keeping it PG.
Into the hairpin. Whoa, double send. Matt Taskinen, get you some with a big move. Lucas Pernod ends up losing out 2 spots on a last-second effort to bail out of the way as Nicholas Ambiato moves himself now onto the potential podium.
And again, Taskinen getting used to a new chassis. So used to seeing him on a CRG. This is a great battle. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th, all in a line. But it is happening over 3 seconds behind. Oh, and there goes Ambiato. I am convinced that Ambiato's on fresh tyres as well. He has come from last to second inside 6 laps.
He may not have gotten it fresh rubber, but he did have a couple laps less than everyone else in front of him. As we are racing again. This time Pernod gets back around Taskinen. Brandon Carr nowhere to go but down as he falls back another spot. Saboran still right there on his heels. Now Carr's going to try and go forward to the inside of Taskinen. He'll shuffle him. Saboran there, still side by side. Here comes Gianluca. 3 wide. Are we going to send it? Yes, we are. Ludovic Saboran to the bottom.
And one regulation that has changed this year is that the DD2 drivers are not on fixed gearing. They're allowed to change the gearing on these 2-speed karts, which gives them a lot more freedom, and they give away top-end speed. Other drivers are better at the top-end stuff. It's making for far more dramatic racing. So well done to the organisers. Last year, the DD2 field were a little bit displeased. 5 seconds up the road from Nicholas Ambiato, who in turn is over a second in front of Pernod, who is a second in front of this group, led by Brandon Carr, now chased by Savalio. Taskinen falls back into what is 7th place. Nanji is 9th, and Saboran is Saboran there as well. Now he was 4th, now he's about 8th. No, it's a 2-8. It's Saboran down to 7th. Nanji at the back of this group.
Lucas Nanji on the 408 HM Propeller Kart Republic now is going to go from last of the group. Well, he's going to try to go forward. Didn't quite get enough ahead.
The SLA team, a big feature in the paddock. We've only got one driver here this weekend. It is Ambiato. And Savalio drops a wheel. So also what I'm saying is that SLA, they're not necessarily used to running a DD2 kart.
he is matching the pace of the guys with new tires, and he didn't go new for this session. So we're starting to see kind of that plateau of the benefit of the stickers as Brandon Carr fires the first shot for third. He'll take the spot in turn 5 and begins a bit of that white lining with Pernod right behind him. Taskin in there, a lap and a half to go.
This is the battle for the final podium position. Carr in the number 428, Pernod in the 451, Taskin in the 410, Savalio watching on at the distance. Oh, Taskinen locks it up at the braking. That was good kart control because that could have been a nasty incident.
Fortunately for Matt Taskinen, I think he's also realized that, well, he doesn't want to wait behind Lucas Pernod. He's not going to get to Brandon Carr, so he needs to pick his pass wisely because if he ends up getting passed again and losing the spot, it may be 2. Gianluca Savalio lurking in the distance back behind on the purple and pink REM Cosmic. And meanwhile, 5+ seconds up the road, Alan Isambard is headed for home. A dominant day and a perfectly played tire strategy with a bit of defense in the pre-final and full attack, full offense, and domination in the main. Isambard wins round 1 in DD2. Ambiato, what a run to second, and here we go. Oh, look at Savalio and Pernod and Taskinen. Gianluca almost got him there, Henry, in the last turn.
Yes, indeed, but Taskinen just held on. Welcome back to Rotax, Alan Isambard.